Hello guys, and welcome back to Cube World. This episode I'm going to be covering a few different topics about the game itself. One is controls, the other is combat, and then the final one we're going to be talking about is leveling. Now the control system is kind of unique. Well no, it's not really actually. If I hit the F1 key, it usually brings up this little interface. Now you can do this in game quite easy, as you can see here. So we'll go through them, be more straightforward and simple. So escape is the menu. F1 is health. You've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 on the keyboard, which is use abilities, which I don't have any at the moment, so they are blank down the bottom there. You've got Q, and for use of a quick item, can't even say that word, which is in my case eating a pineapple. Select, which is basically select the quick item you want to actually use. So if I actually come out here, I guess I ain't got no quick items to actually use, but that's just how you can bring up and switch between the two. You get your W, A, S and D keys, which are just running around, and space as you jump, you get shift as you walk, and then control, which is a cool one, is a climbing ability. Now climbing uses stamina, so if you stay on here like so, I think it's like, oh, it looks like you can hang on forever, but if you keep moving around like so, your stamina will drop down, and then once you obviously have no stamina left, you'll just fall down. There we go, so it's fell down to the bottom. Obviously if you're on a large cliff and you do that, you'll probably just end up falling to your death, which is probably not the best idea. Going on from that, you've got your E and R key. E is to pick up items, and R is to interact with items. So if you want to pick up a, let's say this over here, well, this little heart here, the heart flower, if you want to pick it up, it's the E key. That's always nice and cool. And then there's also some of these Jinxen here, which we can actually just attack. Boom! And then we pick that up. Like I said, R is to interact, so anything like doors or chests or windows or anything like that, you can actually press R on it and it'll open it up for you. And there's some more here actually. Boom! Pick that up. Your T, F and G keys, F is for light. G is for special item, and that includes like grenades and a few other bits and pieces. And T is to call your pet if you actually have one at the time. So if your pet's so busy away attacking something, you can click T, and he will come back to you, and then basically come to you. Then you've got at the bottom there, you've got your X, C, V, and B keys. X is for your skills tab, which brings it up. C is for your crafting tab. V is for toggle H bar. I'm not sure what that actually means. HB bars. I guess you can mess around with them, I take it. And then M is just your world map, so this is what it brings up. And you can just mess around and I really like the cool little minimap, it's kind of neat. And then what else we got here? Oh, and B is your inventory screen, although funnily enough it still works with I as well. So I don't know if that's just a double one. But it's either B or I, whichever way you want to use. Return is basically chat, so if you have someone in your game you can chat to someone, and then obviously to send it you press the return again. Mouse button 1, your left mouse button is a basic attack, your right mouse button is your special attack, and your mouse button 3 is your zoom key, so that's zooming in and out, and then also your dodge key, which uses stamina as well. So that goes more or less controls at the moment. Now let's move on to the combat system. Now the combat is kind of interesting, and basically Cube World features an active combat system. Hits can be missed if the player places them in the wrong place, and likewise enemies attacks can be dodged by moving away. So if you've got an enemy attacking you, you can hit the dodge key, or you can just move away, run away from them, and they can actually miss you. So there's none of this whole guaranteed hit kind of stuff, and there's no randomness of it. If you just move out of the way, well, you'll basically get out of the way. Now we'll get into some combat in a minute, but I just want to go over a few more things. Dodging requires stamina and makes a player immune for apparently 0.6 seconds. So when you've dodged an attack, you're apparently immune for 0.6 seconds. And the combo system, which is for the left mouse button, I believe. Subsequent attacks do more damage and can be performed faster. So if you hit left and then just keep pressing it, you'll just do faster and faster attacks. I think up to like 3 times. Different weapon types have different kind of combo attacks. So if I actually have my inventory here, I've got different weapons. So I've got a club, or what you call a great mace. I've got a shield and 2 swords. Now if I've got the 2 swords, you'll notice down in the bottom left there that my attacks actually change. So I close this back down again. So you can see here my combos have slightly changed here, and each item has their own damage value. So I can actually swip this out and put okay, I want a shield and a sword, which is, you can do. Still uses the same more or less attack, but then you can switch it from left to right, and then you got your shield, which gives you a bash and a few other bits and pieces. So you've got your bash there, and then there's a block which you can do, which is kind of neat. Moving on from that, what else we got? If an attack is missed, so if you trying to hit someone and you miss an attack, then the combo chains reset automatically, so it ends. So then you start back from scratch again. And then it comes down to the monster names. Now, if you come across monsters with white name, which these aren't, some of them are blue, some of them are orange. Blue names mean, or white names mean they are weaker than you. Blue names mean they're around your level. Orange means they're just a slightly bit higher than your level. And red means they're much higher than level, so be aware. It's always something to be very cautious of when it comes to it. So let's just jump in with some combat and see how this works out. So we'll take this guy. Yeah, take you out. There we go, take you out. Now, as you can see, I'm building up a combination. Every time you do a hit, your I think it's MP bar actually starts gaining some. So if we actually take away this guy over here, we just hit him, you'll notice every time I land a hit on him, my mana bar will go up. And then I can hold down my right mouse button, and then release it so he blocks his attacks and then also does extra damage to him. Like that. Oh, looks like we've got the bigger guy. This guy's a bit stronger than me, so this might be a bit interesting. This guy might actually beat me. Oh, wow, we did 66 damage that with a critical hit, that. And there we go. And, oh, what did we pick up there? We picked up quite a bit of something. Let's just go into here. Oh, onion slices. So they were onion people, which is quite funny. But then again, that's the kind of world that you live in when you're playing Cube World. Yeah, so that is the basic combat system and the way it works, more or less. Now, you can see my health low. I'm not sure if it actually regens, but probably might do over time. Now, the next part I want to get onto, and this is the last bit, this is the leveling system. Now, again, this is a bit interesting, and it's a bit of a topic, so let me get it here. A player level represents his or her power level and overall ability. So if I actually bring up the tab, you have the left hand side here, you'll see my level. So I'm a level 1 warrior / berserker. My power level is 1, so I'm just basically bog standard. My HP is 275 maximum. You've got armor of 2, resistance of 2, critical hit with 4.4% chance. You've got tempo of 102.5%. Got regen of 100%. Weapon rate of 100% and armor rating of 0%. So items that you have on you and also your level and stuff like that affect some of the abilities. So like your armor and your critical hits and that are affected by your weapons you have. Experience can be earned through various actions such as fighting monsters just by killing them, or also completing quests. Now, I'm not sure if quests are actually in the game yet. I don't believe they are. So, but we're still waiting, but they will be implemented at some point, I believe. I've been running around for ages trying to find some quests, and I can't seem to find any. But yeah, they will be there, so you can earn XP from that. But in Cube World, there is no actual level limit. That means you can level up infinitely. However, that doesn't mean that your player can become infinitely powerful. This is because a player's strength is based on their power level. So I'm level 1, so I think it says the power level is the maximum of 100, so you can only have a power level between 1 and 100. While a player power level increases with each level, it does so at a decreasing rate. So every time you level up, it's like most MMOs, you could say, when you're leveling up your character, you level up from 1 to 2 quicker, but if you try leveling up from 2 to 3, it'd be a bit slower, and then 3 to 4, and you keep going up like that. So trying to level up from 99 to 100 would take probably ages. And that's what it basically says here. So it says, in other words, leveling up from level 10 will increase the player's power level by less than level up to a level 5 player. So you also get less power full as well. The amount of one's power level increases per level decreases at a rate that it will never exceed 100, so you can have a level bigger than 100 but your power level will not grow infinitely. So you can have a 200 level player but his power level is always going to be 100, so you won't be able to get any higher than that. At the moment, the only way to gain XP and Cube World is by killing enemies. Quests and or events are planned for the future updates. Like I said, I don't know about quests yet, I'm not 100% sure. I've been running around trying to find some and, well, I haven't, which is a bit of a shame. The advantages, the player will have a possibility to level endlessly without feeling that they have reached the end of the game. Power cannot be infinite. The game generates creatures of all level ranges between 1 and 100, so the player will encounter monsters within his power. So you can run around all around the world, if I take this off, and you can hit creatures. I think the further out you go out in the world, the more powerful creatures get, so you can actually go in an area that's a lot more powerful than you, and you'll probably die in one hit. I found that quite easy. Like, look at this guy, this squirrel. He's red, so that means basically stay away from him, because he probably will kill you. What about this guy? Wolf as well, he's red. There's some friendlies, so blue. I think we can take this guy out. So let's just run over here. Come here, wizard boy. Oh god. Oh, maybe not. Wow. Okay. Right. So that lets me explain another bit. When you die, you respawn at one of these. Looks like a weeping angel, to be honest, doesn't it? But that's no reference to Doctor Who at all. But yeah, every time you die, you just respawn at one of these, and I don't think there's no cost at the moment. So if you die, you just die. That's round about it. I think it's the nearest one as well. So whichever one you're closest to, you'll respawn it. But back onto the leveling system. What have we got here? Skill tree. Currently there are 3 non-class specific skill paths for each class. The one class specific path and the one class specific. So if I open the skills, which is X I believe, you've got we've got 2 roles here, which is kind of cool. We got jumps and afraid, everything. Okay, so your skill tree. So you've got 3 which are non-class specific, which everybody can get, and then you've got 1 which is basically class specific. So these 3 up here are class specific. So you get Smash, you've got your Cyclone, and you've got your War Frenzy. So if we go down, the 3 non are Pet Master, riding your pet, and then you've got climbing, hang gliding, you've got swimming, and then you've got sailing. So I think you've got to level up at least 1 first before you can actually get anything else. Now I've got no skill points at the moment because I haven't leveled up, but yeah. If we just take that down for a second now. So if we just go down, is there anything else that I really need to explain? So it's just going over the points spent, so let's have a look here. Is there anything really relevant here? It's a bit interesting. Like I said, I haven't really leveled up, so I can't really say, and I think there's someone actually... Is there someone under me? I can jump off here. I'm probably actually going to... Yep, knock myself out. If you fall off a high place, too high, you'll actually knock yourself out and stun yourself, basically. So it's probably not a good idea doing a fight. Yeah, so that is the 3 sections I've covered. I hopefully explained them well enough. Sorry if I haven't, but it's just sometimes it's really kind of hard to actually do that. But the climbing ability is actually amazing, so you can get to really high places quite easy, actually. Ooh, let's get this cotton plant, shall we? There we go, get some cotton. Yeah, so that is the leveling, that is the controls and combat. Now, if I've missed anything off or explained anything wrong, I do apologise. But if not, hopefully this is some help to a lot of people who started playing the game. I'm no by any means a person who knows this game off by heart. I've only been playing the game for about a couple of days now since I managed to get it. But yeah, please rate, subscribe and comment as always. If you have any hints or tips, leave them below. If you want to see me keep doing these videos, then obviously a nice comment and a thumbs up would be great as well. And I will see you all next time. So, bye!